Okay, I'm going to show you how to do some more things with Photoshop. Some of the ways to cut out and to select, and you'll need to get some pictures from the internet. So you'll have your own pictures that you've been coloring, and you know how to do that. But this is also to go further, like to put scenery and different things into it. So again, go to Google. And in Google, you're going to go ahead and go to Images and choose your advanced images and choose the large. Again, we've done this before. So let's just say that we're going to do tree. And we get ourselves a few trees here. And I'm going to pick, that's an interesting tree right there. I'm going to pick that one. Okay. And I'm just going to put this tree out onto, ooh, that really is a cool tree. I'm going to put this tree out onto my desktop. Okay. I'm also going to just take a picture, select a picture of maybe a apple. Okay. There's a simple apple, just because we love apples like this kind. All right. And then let's pick something else. Let's pick something that might be a little bit harder to... Oh, gosh, dang, look at that tree. That is such a cool tree. But, oh well, anyway. Yeah, let's pick that one because it's just too cool to pass up. Whoa, that's not for real. Someone photoshopped with that one. Okay. Now that we have our three pictures, I'm going to go back into Photoshop. Here's Becca's bug. Zachary showed me a pretty cool video that you'll also have on this blog. And, okay, open, Command O. But anyway, it's going to show some things that I'm going to apply to this Becca's bug thing here. All right, so what happened? Open. Oh, I got to pick the picture. Sorry. Okay. That was dumb of me. All right, there's Becca's bug. Okay, we go to image to rotate it. Okay. Oh, wrong rotation. Now I'm going to go 180. All right, there's Becca's bug. And if I do Command 0, I can get it to be larger. All right, I could also like bring up this window here, and so that you could see the view. And I'm almost forgetting which one it is. So it's called Navigator. Okay, so on Navigator you can kind of go larger or whatever. If you do it like this, then you can also move this around. So that's kind of a nice little trick there that helps. It's pretty helpful. But right now it's kind of in the way, and that helps. Okay, so we've talked about selecting and just making my selection tool, and then you can add to it if you come up to here. Okay, and the thing that I liked a lot about Zach's Command 0 puts you back at the whole thing. What I liked about his was that they made the picture so that it would be brown first, a layer of it. Okay, now deselect, Command D. I just went ahead and did the outside. Okay, and then I come here to select and I do inverse. Okay, so that only the bug is showing. Now I'm going to go down here on my layer and put another layer on. And now I'm going to go ahead and choose a color. I'm just going to make a kind of a brownish color here, a little bit more orange. And if I put that layer on with just a bucket, it's underneath the gradient tool. Okay, if I do that, Command D, okay, I still have my other picture underneath. Okay, it's right here. If I take the eyeball off, you can see that it's there. Okay, so here's a really cool trick that you could try. You can actually take this where it says normal right here and just do multiply, and you'll see that all the lighting or all the lines will come back in. Okay, and then if you wanted to like still work with just each of the little selections, you could take this eyeball off, come back here and make a selection, okay, and then come back over here and make another layer. You should always make new layers, because then you can just erase them, okay? Okay, so anyway, I'm going to add that there, and I'm going to go ahead and get a brush this time. And so my brush is right here. Now I can also use these different brushes that are up here, like for example this airbrush, which is kind of a nice little tool. And then I can start using colors. I'm going to choose red. I just went over here and switched it so that this would be on the foreground. And I can just come over here and kind of add to it so that I play with it, and it almost makes it have a kind of a 3D look. If I go in and make it dark just on the edges so that it has kind of a mottled shading. And if I put it layer upon layer, like if I make the dark another layer, then it can even, I can manipulate it. Like for example right here, I can just take my opacity onto it so that I can just kind of manipulate that. Alright, so, and I still have this background where I can come in here and still, like I can erase that. I can come back here, and I always keep this from having any color so I can make my selections. That's really important. So I can always come back here and make my selections. Come back up here at the top, get another layer, put this on, and then I come in here and make decisions on like what colors I want again, maybe try another, just a brush stroke of this and see, so I can get some kind of a wicked thing going on there with it. Alright, so you can just keep working on that and have a lot of fun with that. Okay, just make sure that every single one has a different layer. Okay, and this is the cool thing, remember this, that you can come up here and change this to multiply. So just knowing those few tricks, boy, you could come up with some pretty great coloring, some awesome coloring. Let me just try one more thing. I'm going to come right here and I'm going to erase everything here for a second, just so that you can see what I'm going to do here. And I'm going to go ahead and select this again. Okay, just select that one again. I'm going to bring all my colors back here again, see? And then I'm going to go ahead and boom, put one more layer up here. This is the layer I'm going to work with. And I'm going to get the dropper, and it's right here. This dropper picks the same color. So I have that exact color again. Okay, and then I come back here and I'm going to try a really light color so I can just, just come back with my brush, and I pick my airbrush there, and just put in some light color in here. And it's a little bit messed up, but when I come over here and do the opacity on it and bring it way down, so you can see that I can, create kind of that illusion of that 3D coloring happening. But again, I put it on every single layer. I have a new layer for every color, and that really is the trick. If you want your, if you want your work just to really cooperate with you and make it easy for yourself. Okay, so that's the end of that tutorial, and then we're going to go on to show you another one right after this about another way of selecting. It's just a great way.